I love movies. I'm a fan of movies. My favorite type of genre is the superhero genre. I was dreamed of being an actor. But there are some movies that I love, some I hate, and there are some movies that I have mixed feelings for, which are three of them. So in this video, I'm going to tell you my top three movies that I have mixed feelings about right now. To start things off, my third movie that I have mixed feelings for is Justice League. This film, at first, I enjoyed it. It's one of my favorite superhero movies, but comparing to Snyder Cut, it was a little alright and probably a little weird. It's funny because it happened to me in Teen Titans Go where a few years ago I enjoyed Teen Titans Go. It was funny cartoon, but when I started watching the OG Teen Titans, it felt like more like a parody, and there's not a lot of superhero episodes about it. But I still like the movie version. What they got, I have mixed feelings for because I like the action in it, and the costumes and the performances, but there are some problems like Steppenwolf looks weird, and it's just a generic villain compared to Snyder Cut, which I'll talk about later. The Superman lip was awkward, and they could have delayed the film to make it better. I felt like the film was a little short, and I felt like it was almost like set up the Justice League, then another action, then another scene, then another action. Yeah, it was so awkward at times. Like the Snyder Cut did so much better with a better Steppenwolf, Joker in it, Martian Manhunter in it, Darkseid in it. The fights were better. The Speed Force was awesome and one of the best scenes ever. The performances are much better. The characters are better. The dark tone works better compared to BVS. Yeah, everything about the film is amazing. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And that's my top three movie that I have mixed feelings for. Number 2 is X-Men Origins Wolverine. This is probably along with Dark Phoenix, probably the weakest X-Men movie. Mainly for three reasons. One, the place where Wolverine got his claws feels a little bit different from X2, which was a great movie. It's my favorite X-Men movie. And the Wolverine claws, a lot of people say is a little cartoonishly, and I kind of agree because they look a little cartoonishly. And my gosh, Deadpool. They turned Deadpool from a red costume, over-talking, fourth-wall-breaking superhero into a silent, shirtless human, with superpowered killer, which makes look so awful. And this makes Green Lantern better. Yeah, Deadpool is horrible, but I still love the character in the first act of it where he was just normal. The number 1 movie that I'm experienced for is the 2017 Power Rangers movie. I'm a huge fan of Power Rangers. My favorite season is Beast Morphers. The movie 2017 version was not what I expect from a Power Rangers movie. Because the dark tone doesn't match, because since the shows are lighthearted, kid friendly, something that no film based on a children's show does that. The dark tone is a little too similar to the Fan Force stick. Yeah, which it was horrible. It's probably along with is the second worst movie ever created. The Megazord looks kind of a little cool, but it looks a little bit too similar to Optimus Prime and a little too small and doesn't feel like a mech at all. Doesn't look too big at all. And there's not enough action and not enough Power Rangers morph. It feels more like a dramatic Power Rangers movie than a superhero action Power Rangers movie, which doesn't make sense. I hope the newer reboot does it better by making it more lighthearted, have more Power Rangers, have more action in it. They should do it. They should do it that they make it more faithful to Power Rangers. But like the acting was all right. And yeah. So Power Rangers is the #1 movie that I have mixed feelings for. What movies do I have mixed feelings for? That's it for this video. Peace out. Bye and stay tuned for another epic video.